I think there's two aspects. Like one of the things that you kind of touched on is players they don't want to feel like the game is making itself easier for them. They don't want to feel like they're a second-class citizen or that they're cheating. I even remember 20 years ago when Crash Bandicoot introduced something called DDA, which stood for Dynamic Difficulty Adjustment. And if you died too many times in a spot, it would start spawning boxes to help you. And the game did it without telling players, and players started getting mad that they're like, no, if I'm going to beat it, I want to beat it as. And so that's a certain type of player where they want to play the game because it's hard. But what is hard about it is, I mean, a lot of times what's hard is you didn't move your finger quick enough to be twitchy, but there's many different types of hard. But you then take the other aspect of it when it comes to like trying to convince people that you need to do this. Even if we didn't look at this from accessibility, you could take something like a massive game that has millions of players and you want to make a raid, right? And you're like, here's a raid. And to do this raid, you need to team up with 20 people and it's going to be really, really hard. You're immediately reducing the amount of your player base that even wants to play that because they don't have either the skill or the social networks or even the desire to play this thing. But making content like a raid is very, very expensive. So how do you justify spending more time on a product for a smaller portion of your player?
Yeah. What I try to push today is offering accessible experience more than accessibility option, and how we can consider accessibility and inclusion as an experience. For example, I try to provide a new idea of diegetic accessibility and how we can offer a narrative experience about accessibility at the beginning of the game to ask questions to players, because it's very complicated sometimes just to reach the accessibility option for some people. So sometimes just reach the accessibility option at the end of the menu is already
the sub-menu of the sub-menu.
A challenge. Yeah, it's already a challenge. And also as disabled person, because I'm disabled, it's also complicated sometimes to activate accessibility option because I have this feeling to be considered as an under player, but I'm just a player with